Bob glanced at his watch again. It was lunchtime, yet he was stuck in his dead-end job. He stared out the window at the peculiar trees. They sprouted cubes instead of apples. Frustratingly, Bob had no idea how many cubes he could fit in his truck. His stomach rumbled. He yearned for a slice of square pizza from Mr. Pythagoras' shop. Bob loved how Mr. Pythagoras always cut the pizza into perfect right-angled triangles, but he could only afford a small triangle today. Bob's walk home was always the same. He passed by Mrs. Euclid's house, its garden crammed with perfectly spherical watermelons. He often wondered how many watermelons she picked each day, but he didn't have a clue how to calculate it. His apartment block, a giant rectangular prism, loomed ahead. Bob sighed. He wished he understood the world around him better. Little did he know a life-changing discovery awaited him. That evening, Bob stumbled upon a dusty old book in his attic. Its title was intriguing: Geometry, the Key to the Universe. He blew off the dust and opened it. Diagrams and formulas filled its pages. At first, it seemed like a foreign language, but as Bob delved deeper, something clicked. He started with the basics: area, perimeter, volume. He learned about squares, circles, and cubes. He practiced tirelessly, his pencil scribbling across page after page. He measured his furniture, his apartment, even the pizza slices. The world started to make sense. He was understanding the language of shapes. He learned how to calculate the area of a circle. Suddenly, he understood how much pizza he got for his money. He could even calculate the volume of a cylinder. Now he knew how much soda was in his can. Geometry was opening up his world. The next morning, Bob marched to Mr. Pythagoras' pizza shop. He ordered a large square pizza. Using his newfound knowledge, he calculated the area of each slice. He knew exactly how much he was getting. Word spread about Bob's geometric prowess. Mrs. Euclid asked him to calculate the volume of her watermelons. He could now determine how many watermelons fit in her delivery truck. Mrs. Euclid was ecstatic. Bob even helped his landlord calculate the volume of the apartment building. He figured out how much space each tenant had. The landlord was so impressed. He offered Bob a better apartment at a discounted rate. His life was transforming. He was no longer lost in a world he didn't understand. Geometry was his compass, guiding him through a world of shapes and measurements, and the best was yet to come. News of Bob's talent reached the enigmatic Professor Archimedes, a renowned inventor and the wealthiest man alive. The professor lived in a magnificent geodesic dome, a testament to his geometric mastery. Professor Archimedes had a challenge. He had created a money-growing tree. Its leaves were perfect golden triangles, but he needed someone to calculate their exact area to determine their value. Bob, armed with his geometric knowledge, stepped up. He measured the sides of the triangular leaves. He applied the formula for the area of a triangle. With a flourish, he presented his calculations to the professor. Professor Archimedes was astonished. Bob had cracked the code. He had unlocked the secret to the money-growing tree. As a reward, the professor shared his knowledge and wealth with Bob. Bob's life was a testament to the power of knowledge. He went from a frustrated, lost soul to a confident, successful man, and all because he unlocked the secrets of geometry. He became a consultant, advising businesses on maximizing space and efficiency using geometric principles. He even started a school teaching children the wonders of shapes and measurements. Bob never forgot the day he found the book in his attic. It taught him that understanding the world around us is a source of immense power. He proved that even in the most whimsical world, knowledge is the true key to wealth and happiness.